All right, good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chat Line Podcast. It's the host CB, and tonight it's going to be a very quick show. We got the bye week coming up, and I had to get up early in the morning, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. Probably about a good 10 minutes at best. But I just want to, say a little something, after today's game. So let me just get to the chat right quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just get right into it. I see Brian Pearson in the building. What's up, Brian? Any news on Derek Carr? Um, Last I heard is he had a concussion and a right shoulder. I don't know if he aggravated the AC joint that he injured earlier during the season. I'm not sure, but I do know he suffered a concussion. Concussion. He should be ready to go after the bye week. See Miss T Mama in the building. Who that? Who that to you, Miss T Mama? Nola Gang 09 in the building. What's up, gang? Who that? I see the OG Jerry Poor in the building. Who that to you, fam? I see my guy JT in the building giving me an Uptown kudos. Kudos to you, JT. Welcome. Let's see who else we got. We got Whitley Jeremiah in the building. Said who that CB. Who that to you? And who that nation, like I said, it's gonna be quick. I said I got a very early morning to start my work week. And like I said, we're on this bye week, so I'll be able to get into Pacifics. I do want to apologize for last week, man. My oldest brother got married, so I was just ripping and running, helping him out as much as possible. So congrats to my oldest brother, because I didn't do the post game of the Bears game. I believe it was either the Bears game or the preview with this upcoming matchup. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this discussion. Um, Basically, just little quick thoughts, and I get more in depth next week. But basically, what we seen is, you know, we let Josh Dobbs. And speaking of Josh Dobbs, regardless of what kind of hot streak and stuff he been on, coming into this game, the New Orleans Saints fan base, the New Orleans Saints front office, the players, the head coaches, we know how great our defense is. In the secondary, we what after what we seen today, we got to be pacific when we talking about our defense, because just to say that our defense is great, no, hell no, that's definitely ain't the case. We gotta stop saying that. We need to be saying that our secondary is great, but our running game, this is atrocious. And it didn't help having a mobile quarterback and Josh Dobbs. Not saying he know Kyler Murray with speed and stuff like that, but he was a scrambling quarterback. He was getting, a few carries in, and it made an impact, especially on them third down um, drives. But anyway, that hurt us early in the game. That was the driving force of their offense. The offense that was gashing right, through our defense, which allowed them to go up. What was it, 24-3? 24-3 going into halftime. I just want to start with the defensive line. I know it's tough. I know it's tough, pointing out vets like Cam Jordan and stuff. And I'm not gonna really point it out because Cam, we know what Cam means to the New Orleans Saints. But even with Drew Brees, we knew when, he was just starting to take that decline. And it's not necessarily. I'm not just necessarily saying from a set perspective. Um, because he had been playing solid in the run game, but when we need a guy to get to the quarterback, we haven't been getting it consistently. Carl Granderson will have, you know, maybe two straight games, and then every other game where he'll catch on fire. But we don't have a consistent pass rusher that's getting in a 3-point stance on that defensive line. Not a consistent one. I mean, that's just being real. Now, hopefully, Granderson. I mean, we paid him money. They started getting a little pressure on Dobbs, especially in the second half. A little bit of pressure, but we do not have a consistent pass rusher. that's lining up on the defensive line. And then to go along with that, our defensive line is doing a horrible job at stopping the running back. I mean, I don't. Brian Brzee is playing, exceptionally well as a rookie. I'm disappointed in Nathan Shepard. I seen Nathan Shepard. He was getting washed up in the run game. We brought him in, to be that run stopper, to replace David Onyemata. And I really hadn't been hearing his name or seeing him really eating like that, as a solid run stopper. Kayla Saunders, I know we, be talking about the bing bing and, that type of stuff, but let's just keep it hot. He is in the trenches on that defensive line, and he's getting gassed up too. That's just the honest truth. It's no way to go around it or anything like that. Just being honest. We got to take the beating, the offensive, all that stuff where feelings getting involved and likes and all that BS. When it come down to it, he's getting washed up in the run game along with Nathan Shepard. Brzee here and there, but Brzee is gonna make some standout plays and standout run stopping plays, which he done, especially late in the game. But specifically, Nathan Shepard and Kayla Saunders, I'm talking about in the trenches on that defensive line. They're getting washed up. I mean, that's just the truth. So, and then when that gets going, then their offense is able to really function, and that's what we were seeing. We allowed them to get off to a fast start, and I know, far as when it comes to Da, yeah, I know it's a lot of people saying, he's doing a poor job at getting guys, you know, getting the team ready to play, to start off fast and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep it all the way hot. If you are an NFL player or a player in general, and you gotta have another grown man to get you ready to play football, like how does that sound? So I mean, like I said, Da definitely gets his fair share of criticism, but I just ain't gonna just pump the gas right there and that's it. Like Da ain't getting the guys ready. Like I really don't get that. Like he shouldn't have to get. You got guys out there playing for their families, playing for contracts. You see the division is right here in your hands. We went into this week 5-4, solely first in the division. We knew we had a bye week coming up. We know we're not going up against Patrick Mahomes. We're going up against Josh Dobbs, which, by the way, we made him look like top tier quarterback. And this is nothing new. We always allow guys like this. And it's no disrespect on Josh Dobbs, but Josh Dobbs has been a journeyman in this league. Tennessee Titans, Pittsburgh Steelers. He was somewhere else. I believe it was Arizona. Like this guy ain't, head and shoulders just eating like that, or he would be a starting quarterback for a team prior to, being it for the Vikings. And that's only due to Kirk Cousins being hurt. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I mean, yeah, Da, yeah, he gotta get the guys fired up, and that's to a certain extent. Like I said, you can yell and do all of that. I'm pretty sure, as much as I believe the players got some form of respect, especially defensively. The defensive side of the ball is his bread and butter. He's had rapport with these guys, especially the key players on that side, for a while. You telling me that he's having a problem getting these guys ready to play defensively? I really can't. Just me personally, I really just can't buy that. If you're a grown man, you're going out there playing for your family. You shouldn't have another grown man getting you fired up. Purple Market said, "What y'all talking about?" I'm talking about Da. A lot of guys and reporters and stuff is, saying Da is not getting the team um, up ready to play, and that type of talk. But just like AK was saying, he was saying the other week in an interview, um, He not the loud mouth guy in the locker room and stuff like that. But he lead in his own way. I mean, and he said it himself, like, if somebody else got to get you fired up to play football, like, that's an issue. You should have that fire already down in your soul when you step on that field. But with that being said, yeah, DA, he definitely has to. I think it's just I'm not gonna conclude that it need to be some personnel changes on as far as the players being out there, but something has to get done on that defensive line, specifically in the trenches, because that's where they're running. They're not running to the outside. They're going right up through the 1 and 3 gaps. That's where your tackles is at. So let me just read a few comments. Let's see. OG said everyone needs to chill out. Yeah, I agree with. On my end, as far as me chilling, the reason I'm chill is because my expectations for the team done fail. And if some fans thinking we just about to go out here and run it, this was the perfect opportunity. Like, that's just like I said earlier. Knowing that you're 5-4 in the division, the way the season has went thus far, you still first in the division coming into this game. You're going up against Josh Dobbs. Yeah, he can scramble a little bit, but he ain't no stamp like that in the league. You're not going up against Justin Jefferson. So what's the issue? It's defensively, what's the issue? So that just tells me, man, that this team ain't. I'll be shocked if we're going deep in the playoffs. Something has to change immediately. But that our run defense has taken a huge step back. When we're talking about defense, being good on the New Orleans Saints end, it's our back end. Our linebackers and our back end, but our run game on the defensive side is horrendous. And I gave you guys, some numbers before this game. Coming into this game, we was ranked 17th in run defense. And who knows where it's gonna be after that. So I don't know, man. And then far as it shout out, I do want to shout out Jameis. He came in the game and gave us a spark. As far as that debate, I'm no longer talking about that. Like I said, Derek Carr is going to be the guy. That's what DA said. So that I don't get when one play bad and then like they paid this guy 150 mil. Derek Carr gonna be out there. That's the investment they made, so they gotta stick with it. But I do want to give a shout out to Jameis though, because he came in, slung that thing, got us back in the game. I know we can point out the interceptions, yeah, we can point that out. But we wasn't getting no offensive movement going. And yeah, as far as the offense having the ball, time of possession in that first half, it wasn't that great because our defense was on the field a lot of the time. I can see that a little bit, but when you look at guys like Chris Olave, he was eating. Hadn't seen him eat like this, in a few weeks. So just shout out to him, man. He came in, gave us a spark, you know, put us in the game. And yeah, he made some horrible decisions, especially those 2 picks. But like I said, when we got elite defense, when we're going up against Josh Dobbs, that's where I'm starting at. I'm not pointing right at Jameis Winston. He's our backup. I'm not pointing at the backup saying, "Oh man, this guy was the reason why." No, he actually got us back in the ball game. If you want to be honest about it, what lost us the ball game? What was the driving force? of us losing this freaking ball game was our run defense. We officially suck against Russian quarterbacks. Period. Da can't he can't figure out how to stop Russian quarterbacks, and that's gonna be a problem. You're talking about the 49ers, Brock Purdy, he not no Jalen Hurts or nothing, but he able to escape the pocket when needed. Then we talking about Jalen Hurts. We start talking about some of the top teams in the NFC that we would have to be competing against. Shout out to Permy Whammy said, lower your we expectations to the floor and enjoy the experience. I agree with you, fam. Mine definitely done drop. You said lower your expectations all the way to the floor. I feel you on that. Shout out to you. Snakebite said painful loss today. Yeah, fam. Painful loss. Purple Monkey said Cam is trash. I mean, nah, I think that saying he trash, that's being disrespectful because you know the type of player he has been. So if he start falling off, the guy's 34 years old. So at some point, I mean, I think you can better word it saying, he started to decline. I mean, but to say he trash, no, I won't go that far. He's not trash, but far as being a premier pass rusher, getting to the quarterback, we're not getting that from him. At least at this moment, we're not. Shout out to Trav 504 said who that everybody, who that to you. Said if Jameis didn't get in, we probably would only have those 3 points. It's a fact, fam. It's a fact. I said I wasn't gonna say nothing, and this ain't comparing the two or not like that. I just want to say this, and I'm really not talking about these two. I'm just saying that the thing that Jameis have that Derek Carr needs to have, it's not about taking chances. Jameis, he feel like his skill set throwing the football. He likes his skill set. Now he just likes it a little bit too much to where he start turning the ball over. But what we've been getting from Derek Carr, as a whole, as of late, he definitely been moving the ball. But I think what we was getting on Carr back earlier, like he's been more of a game manager. Like he's trying to find something. He's trying to find like somebody just to get pure wide open. Drew Brees, guys wasn't just standing there wide open. Brees was fitting balls in spaces, fitting them in the back shoulder. I mean, throwing them open. Guys just wasn't freelancing around wide open. These receivers wasn't. DeMarcus Cousins, he wasn't freelancing wide open. This guy running a 4.6, 40. It's just the placement that Brees was placing the football. You got to trust your skill set at some point. And Jameis, he just trusts his skill set too much. That's what, messes him up. Okay. Let me get back to some comments. Shout out to RG Scott said, who that hopefully this bye week will somehow allow us to figure out how to get our is together. I mean, hopefully that's the case, but it's done been enough situations where they could that's just like with this whole offensive thing. And they start getting it together. But is it where it should be? Absolutely not. It's not where it should be yet. Um, but once our defense start being the driving force of why we're losing, regardless of what area it is, pass or run, the run has been standing out. Then that's definitely becoming an issue. I mean, and shout out to the defense thus far. I mean, they have been keeping us afloat. That's what happens when you're waiting to 9, 10 games into the season to start doing something offensively when your offense ain't doing jack crap for the first 7, 8 weeks. Now your defense is getting exhausted. Now they're starting to get exposed, which both sides are supposed to come out jumping. But anyway, man, like I said, man, this game is just no Justin Jefferson, no Kirk Cousins. There's no way we should have lost that ball game. And the way that game was going, like getting shut out like that, like, are you kidding me? It's one thing you lose by a field goal or something, or we be down 3 and then we just can't pull it off. I mean, but we was literally getting our ass whipped, like literally. I don't get that. Shout out to JT. He said, CB, let me know when your next show, when you open the lines with Uptown. Okay, fam, let's see. It'll probably be, most likely be Wednesday night, and then we'll recap the game. I done a letter grade and stuff, but we'll bring that back up because um, Uptown wasn't on when I done the letter grades and all that stuff. But, yeah, who that nation? That's pretty much it. That's all I just wanted to get on here and do a quick, just a quick summary and then get more in depth and hear you guys out. As this week comes since we're on the bye week. RG Scott said defense will repeat of last week. Only difference last week, it didn't get out of hand, unlike today. Exactly. JT said it's the coaches. I agree with that, and that includes personnel who. And like I said, I know we all in on Kalen Saunders with the bink formation and all that. But let's just take all that out and let's look at what the man has been doing as a defensive tackle. Because they're running right up through his gap and Nathan Shepard's gap. Brian Brzee getting a little bit of it, but Brian Brzee, is he'll give us a few standout plays too. I mean, but let's just keep it hot a little bit. I mean, that's Bink hasn't been eating like that on the defensive line. And that's just being honest. Purple Market said, "How y'all think the team going to be week 17?" I have no clue, fam. What we've been doing it's up and down. Then we was on a 2-game win streak. We was supposed to go into this bye week on a 3-game win streak, 6-4 going into the bye week. Now you're going into the bye week, everybody twisting and turning and stuff like that. They should have went out there, handled business. They would have had a nice relaxing bye week, taking a quick vacation, which some probably still will. Do all of that, but no, you want to go out here and lay an egg and allow Josh Dobbs and company just smack the shit out of you. That's just the raw way to put it. I cannot believe what I seen today. If Jameis Winston wouldn't have got in the ball game, who knows how this game would have went. But no, Josh Dobbs, he was slowed down a little bit more in the second half. But that has been a problem on the defense. And it goes back to, how they coming out. But just my opinion, honestly, I'm not gonna put all of that on DA like he ain't getting the guys ready. Like, are you serious? Like, if I'm getting paid millions of dollars and just looking at it from a team thing, like, bro, my squad is 5-4. Let's go out here, let's clamp on shit, and then we got the bye week. Like, all that right there is already just lighting a fire up my ass to go out there, handle business, go to the Bahamas a few days, wherever you gonna go, take a little break. But now you know it's just take your mind off football. It's that's not gonna happen because you done lost. And I don't even know if Atlanta won against the Cardinals or not. I think the Cardinals was up by a point the last I checked. But you got Atlanta right there. Now we about to go up against Atlanta. And who cares who the quarterback is? That's the thing with our squads. We looked at this schedule before coming into the season and was talking about. I know I did. This quarterback. I done a show going down the list of what quarterbacks we're facing. And all the shitty ones that I was naming out done handled us. CRG Scott said, Purple Market said ATL took the L, Atlanta lost. Okay. And then we still got the Bucks. They they 4-5, but you know, basically we done play the extra game more than them. So if they win next week, they gonna be 5-5. They gonna be in first because they got the tiebreaker over us right now. OG said, "Glad the bye week is here." I mean, yeah, fam. I'm glad it's here, but I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I don't know what. I really don't know what else they can do. Like I don't understand. You had an opportunity to really go up in your division, 6-4. Now you're starting to get up there and, you know, the top NFC. And like I said, we still got 8 more games left. No, 7 more games left. But still, like we're letting games slip away. And the way things have been going with us, as far as the inconsistency, we just can't look at it like, oh, it's just halfway point or we got this. No, we've been inconsistent. Let's just keep it a bam. We've been inconsistent. I really don't think no recharge is needed. I mean, we on a 2 game win streak. Like they should be out there fired up, ready to, shut it down today. Shut it down today. Then you get on your bye week. You recharge your body, you chill, and but shout out to James Spence said, I don't understand this team. I don't need the fam. I really don't. I really don't understand this team. But like I said, at the end of the day, of course, I'm gonna be there watching, cheering. We all know that. My loyalty to the team is gonna remain. But at the same time, you gotta be real and honest of what you see with your team. Not about to be one of those guys who, oh well, hopefully they get together or still hollering who. Yeah, I'm gonna be hollering who that, all day. But if we're losing with a team that we don't supposed to be losing like that with, hell yeah, I'm gonna be pissed off, gonna be in my feelings and everything. Purple Market said, really don't matter. No, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, that's true. But like I said, who that nation? Make sure you guys please like, subscribe, follow the page. Shout out to Hawk 43.5 YT said, I'm just glad we're still first going into the bye. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's good, but I mean, this team, are you really are you really confident in them being first? Like, far as like when you looking at the team, if the New Orleans Saints is going to get into this playoffs by winning the division, and we're not competing, I'm not interested in watching. Now, will I be watching? Absolutely, but as far as the interest level, if we're being up and down inconsistent and we just end up winning the division by default, Like, come on, now. James Smart said Marcus May was a bad investment. Ooh. Oh no, I won't jump. I personally won't jump, and say it, like that with him. RG Scott said, "Do you think half or some of this roster may have mentally checked out?" I don't think so, fam, because the team is on a 2-game win streak. You're 5-4, so you're over 500. I think the team is actually fired up. I think they're fired up, ready to go. That's why I don't understand. Like, you got the momentum going as a team, 2-game win streak. You got a chance to climb up even farther away in the division. And you go out there and do this. But once again, Who That Nation, you guys, please be sure to like, subscribe, follow the page. Bye week is coming up. Hopefully the team can get something together. This run defense has to improve. If this run defense is doing like this, we're not going anywhere. We probably won't even win the division. Because you know who we're facing coming out this bye week. We're gonna be facing B. John Robinson, the other running back. You don't think they're gonna be grounding and pounding the football? I mean, just think about that. B. John Robinson, he's solid as a rookie, eating. That backup, that Algiers or whoever it is, I don't know if they throwing Cordell back in there, getting a little red back there. I'm not sure. But we're allowing the Minnesota Vikings to get off on that run game and stuff. They better get it together. Bait better get it together. Nathan Shepard, Brian Brzee, shout out to him, man. Been having an outstanding rookie year. But that defensive line got to get their stuff together in the run game. Cannot be allowing guys to do that. But like I said, probably most likely Wednesday night. Is when we'll be doing the show. So just look out for that. It'll be Wednesday or Thursday. Like I said, we got the bye week, so we got a little time to play around with, you know. But when we get on this week, the phone lines will be open. The phone lines will be open. Gonna recap the game again. Definitely want to hear Uptown thoughts. So gonna go back through the game and just go through the different levels. Then we had a lot of guys being injured. So a lot of things that we can talk about, next week on the show. So that wraps up the show. It's the host CB and I'm out. Who that?